candidate. And it is very sad even to hear a CS, Madam Speaker, calling Kenyans and telling them those who celebrated Raila's downfall have small brains, Madam Speaker. It is quoted, a whole CS said Kenyans should not have celebrated because Kenya lost. I want to tell Kenyans that Kenya never lost. What Kenya lost was billions of money that was used against the budgeting processes, against any laws that we have, Madam Speaker. Kenya lost money. You know, and it's not only losing through campaign and the budgets that was used to campaign for Raila Odinga. We are losing in SHI, we are losing in SHA, we are losing in affordable housing. A whole CS cannot tell Kenyans that Kenya lost. Kenya has been losing as we speak today, Madam Speaker. And that's why we are standing here today to tell that the reason why Kenyans were happy is because you come back and help clear this mess. Because him and the president, they are part of the broad-based government. And you cannot run away. And we cannot also allow the president to use international community to try and cleanse domestic issues, Madam Speaker. So I think it was the prayers of Kenyans that they wanted Raila to come back and do what he does. Either he joins the government and they continue looting, or he speaks for the people, as he has been speaking for the people, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
What's your point of order, Senator Osotsi?
Madam Speaker, I rise on standing order number 105. My good friend, Senator Thangwa, has said that Honorable Raila and should join Honorable Ruto to loot the country. Madam Speaker is on record that Honorable Raila does not hold any position in this country. Can he substantiate and provide evidence before this House that Honorable Raila and Honorable Ruto have been involved in looting? Madam Speaker, I think we cannot allow these kind of things to go on. I know the narrative is trying to spread, but we in ODM are not going to allow our leader to be scandalized just because he stood for the position of AU and he lost. Many other Kenyans would have done that, Madam Speaker, who are not necessarily in government.
Senator Thangwa, when you make a serious allegation, it's your responsibility under Standing Order 105 to substantiate your claim or allegation. Can you proceed to substantiate?
Yes, Madam Speaker, you know Senator Osotsi, who is my former chair at CIPIC, is also holding a very big seat at ODM. And he is questioning that Raila Odinga is not holding any office in government. Yet his party has fronted some big CSs who are holding big ministries, like the budget, like the finance, treasury, Madam Speaker. Today as we speak, we have been whipped, all the chairs, and especially from Mount Kenya. And they are going to ODM again, Madam Speaker. So, and when he stands here to ask me, they are now part of the broad-based, what I call the bread-based government, Madam Speaker. Because it is their time to eat. It is their time to eat. But they should do so, knowing that Kenyans are watching, Madam Speaker.
Senator Thangwa, it is important you use the parliamentary language. When you say bread-based,
you can swallow without eating. You just swallow. Just swallow. Madam Speaker, let me finish. I am a man of few words, Madam Speaker.
Senator Osotsi, you have a point of order?
Again.
Yes, Madam Speaker, you know, I really did not want to keep on interrupting my friend Thangwa. But you see, the point of order I raised was on the issue that Raila and Ruto are involved in looting. But he has not responded to that. He has only brought in the issue of broad-based, that some people are in government courtesy of ODM. Let him respond to the specific issue of the looting done by the two. That is the issue I wanted him to respond to.
Senator Karungo, you either substantiate or withdraw that.
Very quickly, I can do that, Madam Speaker. And this will come out clear once the statement that I have be given an opportunity on the floor of the House, because a lot of money was used, Madam Speaker. Kenyan government, even Raila himself, he's on record saying that Kenya and the president, the taxpayers' money was used to campaign for him, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, that money was not budgeted for. We do not have a kitty to campaign for anybody who is running for any seat across the country, Madam Speaker. If that is not looting, I don't know what you would call that, Madam Speaker. So allow me to ask that question that was asked by the Juja MP, Madam Speaker, saying that they used a lot of money. And instead of substantiating, instead of saying we used this amount of money, they arrested him, Madam Speaker. And after arresting him, only to take him to court and produce a different charge sheet from what they had arrested him for, Madam Speaker. So you can see they are trying to hide. They don't want Kenyans to know how much money was used. So, Madam Speaker, that one will come out clear when I do that. But let me finish by saying that, Madam Speaker.
Senator Thangwa, you need to table that. Do you have it here with you?
The statement?
Yes.
Yes, I do have the statement. I can send it on WhatsApp. Yes, I can do that. I don't know why, Madam Speaker, you are allowing us to have...
Madam Speaker.
One who raised that issue that you substantiate, so let him finish.
Madam
Speaker, satisfied with the answer.
Substantiation is not done by way of a request for statement. It is done by way of evidence before the House. So he can have a statement seeking for information. But what we want is substantial evidence to be tabled in this House on how Raila and Ruto have been involved in looting. And Madam Speaker,